Okay, be quiet. Hello. I just realized that I have high anxiety still, and at times it's really hard for me to go live, because there's certain topics that be so hard for me to talk about. And I just got to just, say a little prayer. I just pray that God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference. And I don't know about you all, but I've created my own family. Like I've shared before, I love who likes me. I come from um just one mom. I mean, what? Of course, everybody comes from one mom. I have my blood family. My family only consisted of me, my dad, my brother, my mom. All my mom's family lived in Thailand. All my dad's family lived in Ohio. I have a few other people in my world, and it's not many, but all the family that I have is family that I adopted as mine. You know, um, so every auntie, every cousin, everybody like that I call my family, if they're not my own kids, they're my adopted family. I was in a foster home. Um, not because of any like foul play from my family, but I've met some really awesome, people that have accepted me and loved me and took me in as I was their own, like blood family, like love me unconditionally. And to this day, love me unconditionally. I mean, their whole family accepts me and love me unconditionally. And I just really, appreciate them. You guys, I'm really don't do that. I'm trying to do a live. I need you to sit down right now. Oh, I knew this was not going to be easy. I knew this was going to be very challenging for me. You know, um, I don't have a script. I don't have it all figured out on what to say. All I know is that people come into your life for a reason, a season, or forever. And one of the people that has come into my life forever, um, my granny, may her soul rest in peace, and my family in Atlanta. I want to send my condolences, to them. I love them, and they love me to the end of the earth. Like I met them. It's just a crazy story, you guys. It's a crazy story how I met my family, how I met. Hold on. This is my first adopted family, you guys. These are my first, before I even got in the foster home, my first adopted family. Okay. Um, Annie, AD, if y'all know her, if y'all from Fairfield, they're not from Fairfield. They're from Frisco. My auntie Lisa, okay, they're from Frisco. But I used to go with, I was like 11 years old. I don't even remember. I was in sixth grade when Kevin Jr. liked me. He was my boyfriend, like in the sixth and seventh grade. And I was just this little girl with a boyfriend. And I met this family, you guys. We met at the skating rink. It was a trip. We met at the skating rink. Kevin Grady, by the way, from Frisco, but he lived in Old Sassoon. And he went to Grange, but he went to Crystal. I'm from Old Sassoon. I'm the little girl from Old Sassoon. And so I met him at Crystal Elementary. And it was just a trip. We were courting, okay? But for some reason, these people at the skating rink, Auntie Lisa and them and AD, they just accepted me with open arms. Like I immediately became their family. I immediately became They became my family, and they were my in-laws at first, but I was only in the sixth grade, y'all, sixth and seventh grade, and they was my in-laws. And I used to be able to spend a night over there. I mean, they must have sensed my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kevin Jr., we wasn't doing nothing. We was probably French kissing and give each other hickeys. We wasn't doing nothing. We were just too young. But they loved me and they accepted me and they opened their arms to me. And that was huge for me. When me and Kevin Jr. broke up, it didn't even matter because I had his family. His family was my family, boo. I didn't need him. I mean, I love him. I love him to this day. You know what I'm saying? He was like my first love. But I didn't, I didn't even, it didn't even matter what was going on with Kevin Jr. I was adopted into this family. My mom allowed me to go spend the night over there in the seventh grade. I know you guys are like, whoa, how could you guys ever allow something like that? Well, that's just the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. And that was also like 30 years ago when that, so it was a different time. But it happened and I'm very grateful. And Kevin Jr.'s Kevin J- shh, Kevin Jr.'s granny, Malcolm, get off the game before I take it. If you don't be quiet. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. But I'm sorry, you guys. You got enough. You got one more peep. You got one more peep out your mouth. So Kevin, and I'm so sorry, you guys, but I'm at home. I'm a mom full time, and I be trying to be on here and be on social media and do this thing, but my life don't stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mother first before all of this, and so I have to discipline my child and talk to my child. So I know y'all understand, but where what I was saying is that when I was young, like in the sixth and the seventh grade, me and my little cousin Coco, we used to go stay at Granny house and we used to go to church in San Francisco at Sunlight, was it Sunlight Baptist Church? It was some church in San Francisco and I forgot the name of the street. But I had been in church before that, but I had been to church, keep it up. I had been to church before that, but I had a granny that took me to church every single Sunday, y'all. I am her grandson's girlfriend. But that was my granny, okay? And one thing about granny, she did not play. She'll give it straight to you, straight lace, no cut at all. If she didn't like you, she'll let you know. She'll let you know. And she was unapologetic about it. Granny was so, I mean, she was hard on the paint. And I just remember her taking me and Coco to church. Let me tell you, Granny's so cool. Oh my God. Listen, me and Kevin Jr., we broke up. It's all good. Me and Kevin Jr. broke up. And then I ended up having a boyfriend at the church. I'm only in about maybe the seventh grade, y'all. Coco like 6 years old. Oh, I love my cousin Coco. She's on what? How old is Coco? Is like 6.5 years, or Coco is like 6 years and 364 days younger than me. 6 years and 364 days younger than me. That's my boo right there. I was her big cousin, and and I had a boyfriend at the church in San Francisco, and Granny, she used to take me to go to the movies. Me and Coco, I remember we went to the movies to go do a little date. Granny. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow, even though she from the old school and she was from that era like 30 years ago, she still allowed me to be who I was. You know what I mean? She allowed us to be kids in respectful way, you know, and it was just super cool. And then she, even though I was a little bit older than Coco and a little bit, probably more fast. I was fast, more faster than Coco. She, she never had a problem with me. She always been my granny. And I just got a lot of love, and so I'm not used to dealing with I'm not used to grieving. It's, I haven't had many family members that I've lost. My dad, we weren't really close, but when I did lose him at that time, I was in my addiction. I was in my addiction, and so I didn't get it. I didn't have to feel. I didn't have to feel nothing. And so, and my tears, I mean, Granny's in a better place. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about life is that on the flip side of life is death. It's not something that we are all prepared to deal with. But while we are here on this earth, let's create memories with our loved ones. Let's love our loved ones. Let's keep those memories. And I think that's very, very, very important. I mean, I've been on here with my mom the past couple of times, and I appreciate that I've been able to catch her on camera. My mom is super cool, so, but, but like I'm saying is that these are happy tears, and, I'm just forever grateful that, I had, Granny in my life as my granny. I can't even remember. Oh, thank you, Josiah. Other than I had one other granny when I got a little older from my foster parents, the Mahan. Like I said, there's only been a few families that I have adopted and that has adopted me. And I mean the whole family. I ain't talking about just, one person. I mean the whole family. Like I can go in the house and I can get in the refrigerator and everybody know who I am. So so I just appreciate that. But, if you do know my family, Adrian and Lisa, Tyrell, Coco, Marquis, send them prayers, during this time. And, I love them all. I didn't name all their names. There's so many. Mika, Deontay. I mean Durante. It's so many. Adrian, Lisa. Y'all know who y'all are. I love you guys to pieces. And I just thank God that I have this platform that I can be on here and I can be like, boo, I love you. Reach out and touch. I'm here. I'm so glad for this platform. New technology is the bomb. That's all I'm saying. I can't be in Atlanta right now, but I can be right here with you and giving you some hugs, hugs, hugs. And so, um, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I didn't want to say too much other than let's love on the people that we have on this earth that is living right now. Let's love on them because tomorrow is not promised. And I just love the fact that um I'm able to grieve in a healthy way. So if anybody is on here that that hasn't grieved, give it some time or give yourself some time, you know. It's very healthy, it's very important, you know. Sometimes I find myself grieving about certain things later, you know, right now when things happen like years ago. So, you know, this journey being clean and sober, it's been, you know, it can be an emotional roller coaster because some days we're not ready to feel these certain things, but we can. We're going to get through it. God ain't going to put more on you than what you can handle. Trust me, we will get through it. So, I love you guys. God bless and take care.